is up, guys? Intricate Explorer here today, and we're at the lovely Ruby Beach out in the Olympic Peninsula of Washington. This beach is actually a part of Olympic National Park, and it's been one I've been wanting to go to for a long time. So let's go shoot it. All right, so we got our first composition right here. Nice, very minimal shot to get us warmed up for this shoot. And it's basically just this tree right here. It should be really simple. I'm probably just gonna square crop it, to be honest. What I'm really gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to pull out the contrast when I'm editing this to make this a little brighter, to get these a little bit brighter. I might end up using a luminosity mask as well, but really I don't want any of this stuff in here, none of this stuff. And I might honestly stick around for a couple minutes and wait for some of this fog to lift a little bit, just so it's not nearly as foggy in the shot, even though that is the aesthetic I want. I would like it a little bit less, but just plain old minimalism, creepy tree. Check this shot out. So the hardest thing about shooting here, at least for me right now, is the massive amount of people that are here right now. Literally everywhere you look, there's someone taking a photo, someone running into your frame. It's just a complete mess of people. So what we're having to do here is just figure out these far edges of this beach where there's not a ton of people in the scene. All right, so it's kind of hard to see where exactly there are things on this beach because it is so ridiculously foggy out. So I think we're just gonna keep walking down the beach until we see a sea stack or something that provides some kind of interest to me. That's what I always like to do, is I just keep walking until I see something that's like, oh, that's kind of cool. That looks like it could be vaguely promising. Let's see what we can find on the perimeter here. All right, guys, another super minimalist composition here. It's honestly so foggy out, you can barely see anything. So I want to remember that when I take a photo of this place. I want to remember that it was so stark. You can't even see a lot of the sea rocks, any of the big stacks, really much at all. So I'm going to keep it basic. I'm going to keep these two little rocks in the shot, one line right in the middle, and then I'm probably going to get one of myself silhouetted there. But if I don't like it, I'm just going to have just the straight up shot of the rocks and then the line right in the middle, just to keep it super basic. So I'm gonna take two versions of the shot, decide which one I like the best. Check out this photo. One thing I try to remember when I'm doing photography is to shoot for yourself too. So I'm not always trying to shoot for the audience, I'm trying to shoot so I can remember what a place is like. So just because I'm not getting that epic sea stack shot, you know, that probably would go viral online, I want something to know that like I did have a hard time getting that shot. So this is the minimalist application of what I actually saw there, which is blankets of fog, sand, and a few little rocks here and there that are close enough to actually see. Well, that's a sandy ass leash you got there, Daphne. So clean. Do, since we're in this super massive misty landscape right now, is I'm gonna try to blend that water into the mist. And the way I'm gonna do that is by taking some long exposure shots. So I'm gonna have to use my trusty old ND filter to really make sure I can capture the full essence of the scene without it being too blown out, because it's so white around everywhere here. The only problem is, since I'm using a variable ND filter, you can actually see how these edges right here are a little bit darker. And that's because you can change what this ND filter does. Really easy fix in post-production. I just have to basically vignette these edges out to make them a bit more white and remove some of that blue from the shot. So if you see that during the filming today, that's what that is. Pretty sick shot right here. I really like the way these rocks are like cracked right there. One's a little bit closer, one's a little further away, but they make this like V shape. then they overlap just slightly in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a 1 or 2 second exposure and just get this kind of dreamy, misty water coming in here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this foreground. We'll have to see what it looks like when I pulled into the post-production. But any of these people over here, I'm probably just gonna crop out because really easy to just spot removal them right into that mist there and just blend that really easily. So check this shot out. All right, we got a great little old sea shanty type of shot here. Rock right in the middle, abyss of fog, birds silhouetted on the rock, and this wave that just keeps hitting from the side here. And what that's doing is it's providing this kind of a trail of water that trickles down that side when I take multiple shots of different exposures, generally from 1 to 3 seconds. So I'm gonna keep shooting shots until I see one I like that just gives me enough vibe with maybe some texture down here and texture on there. Check this shot out. Get your shoes a little wet there, bud?
Yeah, I'd say they're more than wet at this point.
All right, y'all, we're gonna clear out. I think we got enough shots to last us a millennium, and we're gonna go make some soup. It's kind of a cold and rugged day out, so we need something to warm our old Irish souls. So